Hello, welcome back to another video. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Well, hopefully that last recording came out okay. Oops. There we go. Hopefully that last recording came out okay. I also looked up and I seen that it had cut out, so we'll see. I did look at some SD cards. I could probably get one for almost 20 bucks, a little under 20 bucks. But I can't afford that right now. Anyway, I think that's what it is with this camera. I think it's the SD card. It's time for a new one. I hope that's it. But anyway, so far I'm limping along here with this camera, so we'll see. God bless you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next clip or something. There's another car dweller. Oops. I gotta meet them people yet. Getting back ready for one of them to be able to get some sleep or something. But that's one of the cars that I was talking about that I see start every half hour or so when it gets really cold here. I don't need to film much longer. I'll have to edit some of this, so I might even, whatever I'm talking about now might not even be in it, because I don't need to have the whole long clip. So, as soon as I flip the camera back around, it cut out and quit recording. So now it makes me wonder if it is the SD card. Maybe that was just a fluke. Huh. Well, time to go. I still got a little time yet. Where's my gas gauge at? Well, it's funny, I've got 16 miles, well, almost 17 miles on my odometer since I last filled it up, and I've burned a quarter tank. That's just because it's been a slow cold winter. You know, I mean, and at 17 miles, a lot of that extra burning is starting up and letting it warm up and get the heat going. Or times that, yeah, that's basically what it is. And there might have been, I don't think this time around there was though. There's other times that I've started up and ran it to charge the battery and to get heat going, but I don't think I did that. I think I've actually moved at least a mile or two each time that I've done that. Well, not each time, because a couple times I went over just a holiday here, which is like a half a block or something like that, so a block each way. Yeah, and that's something. Well, if I do calculate my gas mileage according to that, I really get crappy gas mileage. Anyway, but it hasn't cut out. Wow, I looked over there and it's still recording. Isn't that something amazing? Oh well. Alright, so on the way to church I go. I was just watching video. The guy was talking about, you know, failures and successes and stuff like that, and it got me to thinking. I didn't finish watching because I got to get going to church, but it already got my mind thinking about stuff, you know. And I think a lot of people, myself included at certain points, you know, let failures really impact us too much, and we shouldn't, because, you know, I guess we can't win all the time. Sure, it'd be nice. But the awesome thing about having failures is that means you're trying. You're out there doing something, you know, rather than just sitting there not going after life or changes or whatever. got me thinking about the positive side of failures, you know. That
turn left onto 12th Street Southwest.
Failing must mean you're trying, right? So I hope that helps somebody. If you have anybody out there trying to point out failures, which would be wrong of them anyway, because they should, Anyway, what I was about to say about people that point out other people's failures are that, well, for one, they're not a very good person or good qualities, you know. But probably a pretty good chance that they're not out there. I hope it's recording this stuff before it cuts out, because I've had other clips that have been totally gone. Anyway, I hope they're there. But anyway, so my mom wanted me to find at least one positive thing in it about everybody I met, even if they weren't nice people. And whether she said, well, they had nice shoes, nice hair, the way they wear their hair, or nice jewelry, or nice car, whatever, didn't matter. Maybe it was something nice they did as their person, you know, or something. It didn't have to be a physical thing. But she just wanted me to find one good thing about everybody I meet. And it wasn't until later in life I realized that by her doing that, it taught me how to look for the positive in life, the positive in situations. You know, how brilliant is that? My mom used to think she used to knock herself thinking she wasn't smart and stuff, and I mean, that is genius. That is just wonderful. I couldn't have asked for little rumbles for there. But anyway, yeah, my mom was pretty dang awesome. I've had a lot of great influences in my life. My mom, my dad, my stepdad, my stepmom, my grandpa, and my mother, grandpa. Too little when he passed on. But, and one of my grandmas. And anyway, I've had some really good influences in my life, and I appreciate them all. And I've tried to retain. Alright. If you can hear that annoying sound in the back there, that is my 9:30 alarm. Let me know I'm late for church. And I'm driving, so I can't shut it off.
It's 9:31 a.m.
Oh, it's 9:31 a.m. Well, anyway, I'm going to shut it off so I'm not annoying you too. This time I linked my camera through my phone here, so I can see my phone. On my phone is like the monitor now, so I can see it better. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to see if maybe that will keep recording longer and not cut out on me. I'm trying to figure out why my camera keeps cutting out. I'm trying to figure out if it's a software problem or a hardware problem, or maybe it's I need a new camera problem. I hope not. Anyway, church was really awesome. I got a nice little short panning clip. I had a good moment in there, and a couple photos I might install in the video here. And I don't film a whole lot in the church itself. You know, I don't want to film the whole service and stuff because I don't want to make any of the other people feel uncomfortable because I'm running a camera or something, you know. So I just try to do just a short little spots here and there, you know, because not everybody wants a camera waving around. If I thought everybody was okay with it, then I'd be a filming. But you know, I don't want to offend anybody either. You know, so I just try to do short little clips here and there. And today was really cool, especially with the Christmas trees and background, and everybody wore their Christmas sweaters and stuff today. And Pastor, in the distance, when I looked at one of the pictures with his Christmas sweater and pants and stuff, he was almost camouflaged with the color of the trees and stuff there. Anyway, looks like we're still recording, so that's a good thing. If this works like this with my phone linked with it, well, then I might just have to start recording videos like that more often with my phone linked with the camera, because if that'll stop it from cutting out, that way I'm less likely to lose some really good conversation or stuff that I'm babbling or talking about, you know. Because so many times I think, oh man, I'll look over and the camera's cut out. Okay, it did cut out. So, and well, I'm linked with the phone, so I'm back to the SD card. That's my main thing. I'm thinking the problem is the SD card. I can't imagine the camera's crapping out on me. I've taken good care of the camera. I don't beat it up with nothing. You know, it's not like I've dropped it or anything like that, you know. So I'm thinking it's the SD card, which makes sense because the SD card is at least 6 years old. Oh, there's a truck coming. So anyway, church was really wonderful. And for anybody that doesn't go to church, does go to church, or only goes to church once in a while, I wonder, you know, because every time I go to church, almost every time I should say, and maybe not always, but sure seems like most all the time, whenever I go to church, by the time I leave church, I just feel so much better. I feel so much more energized. And it seems like a lot of times I just get a really good message, and somebody ran my tail there and I pulled off. I don't know if they were coming from the church too. Anyway, I was about to say, is what I'm doing a good thing or good enough, or is it helping people? But my camera cut out again, so I don't even know if that footage will be there. Because I've been finding out while I was editing last time, I noticed that, hey, what happened to that little clip that I was talking about such and such or whatever, and then it cut out. Well, it ended up not, the clip wasn't readable or something, and so I don't know what clips are getting disappearing or not, but all I gotta do is keep trying, right? At least as long as I keep trying, the ones, whatever does get recorded and they get put out there is something's better than nothing, right? Gotta keep trying. Oh, I should have turned right there. I should have turned right there. Right there. I'll turn right here. I wonder if this car's still here. Nope, they left. They must have taken a nap and moved on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put part of that clip into the video too. There's a red or burgundy car that I don't know, because I haven't introduced myself yet. Today wasn't the day because it was 3 below 0 earlier, and I wasn't about to go introduce myself and have to have their window open or their door or cold air flying at them. So now that it's winter, it's a little bit harder for me to just go introduce myself to somebody, especially if they got the doors closed up and their heat on. Well, this thing's still recording. That's a good thing. I got a little, it's like one of those wooden dolls that you have in your closet that you hang your clothes hangers on, that I've got by my main door, along with a nice walking stick that my friend Mandy picked out for me when we were at Lake Itasca. And I got them both by the door there. And we got a little strap that kind of holds them. Oh, I went too far. Or did I? Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't go too far. Throw her in park here. Anyway, so that dowel that's like a, wood dowels that's like what you hang your clothes on in a closet, that one's pretty long too, but I keep them there like a bow staff, you know, because I've trained in martial arts and stuff, and not a violent person or nothing, but you know, you never know where you're at and what you're traveling, and I plan on doing more traveling around the country. And should I be in a bad situation, well, if I open my door and that bad situation's coming at me, I have a bow staff right as I reach the door, or my walking stick, or a cane on this side. You know, I've got a few things there. That the cane I've been keeping just because reminds me of my Uncle Lee, kind of my great Uncle Lee that I only met a little bit when I was younger. He'd only come by to visit my grandpa once every couple of years or something like that. And he had this cool cane that was all carved and stuff and everything, but anyway, I don't know what got me thinking about that. Anyway, still recording. I gotta cut that anyway stuff out of my vocabulary a little bit. Maybe once in a while, but I don't want to be saying it too much. I don't want to become boring. Boring like a spring. Boring, boring, boring. Hey, thanks for watching. I guess we're gonna head for another clip or something. Hey, just thought I'd come back real quick and let you see what my eyes look like. I also, right when I stopped the last clip, I noticed that, you know, I could see myself on the phone here with my sunglasses and stuff, so thought I'd let you see the real me. Yeah. Okay. My eyes are focusing on this bright light coming off of the snow reflecting and stuff. It's one thing about the winter, especially in Minnesota here. I don't know if you're not in a place that gets a lot of snow. In the winter, when you get a lot of snow, especially after fresh snow falls, all that white and the sun just bang gleams right off of it, you know. And if you don't have sunglasses, your eyes can kind of adjust, you know. I think the more you wear sunglasses, the weaker your eye muscles must get for adjusting for light. Because I noticed if I'm wearing sunglasses more, then when I take sunglasses off, that white, that reflection of all the snow from the sun makes you kind of like want to squint your eyes or something. But notice if I pay attention to that and I try not to wear my sunglasses, is the recording? Yep. It's almost like everything's like a muscle, you know. Just like if you don't do any thinking, your brain just kind of sits there. If you think more and challenge yourself more, it's like a muscle. You work it better. Just like when you work your muscles, they get bigger, stronger. Same thing with your eyes, I think. You know, different things about them all. So I'd notice if I don't wear my sunglasses, even though it's kind of squinty like that, and I'm not driving, like I'll try to keep them off a little bit, you know, and let my eyes be exposed to that a little more. Well, then it seems like my eyes aren't as squinty when I get all that bright light around them. But if I wear sunglasses more, then it's like they get really squinty when you take your sunglasses off. Oh well, I'm just saying. I don't know, I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I'm just a genius. Oh, I hope somebody likes my humor. I almost spit there. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next clip.